Rana Basharat Ali Khan strongly condemns atrocities in Gaza, calls for immediate global action to end humanitarian catastrophe. Rana Basharat Ali Khan, chairman of the international human rights movement IHRM, today issued a powerful appeal to the international community to take immediate and concrete action to halt what he described as the most horrific atrocities of the 21st century unfolding in Gaza. Expressing deep concern over the escalating crisis, Khan emphasized the urgent need to uphold international law, ensure the unhindered delivery of humanitarian aid, and hold perpetrators accountable to prevent further loss of innocent lives. Khan strongly condemned the Israeli blockade on Gaza, which has forcibly confined over 1.8 million Palestinians to restricted zones, with 70% of the territory either converted into military zones or under evacuation orders. He highlighted the complete collapse of Gaza's healthcare system, where hospitals overwhelmed with children, women, and the wounded are suffering from critical shortages of medical supplies, medication, and death has a sound and a smell that never leaves you, Khan said, recalling testimonies from medical staff in Gaza who described the screams of burnt children as bandages were removed from their scorched skin. The IHRM chairman dismissed certain aid efforts as displays of moral bankruptcy, specifically criticizing US-backed Israeli strategies that use starvation as a weapon of war. To turn life into a bargaining chip is an insult to humanity, he stated, urging all nations to reject policies that prioritize forced displacement over civilian protection. He also addressed the escalating violence in the West Bank, where Israeli raids have emptied refugee camps and destroyed entire communities, triggering the worst humanitarian crisis in decades. Referring to the ongoing genocide case at the International Court of Justice (ICJ), Khan severely criticized the global silence and failure to enforce court orders. If even the rulings of the world's highest court are ignored, then silence becomes complicity, he warned, stressing that delays in justice could translate into death for thousands. He called for an immediate ceasefire, full access to humanitarian aid, and an end to arms shipments that continue to fuel the devastating conflict. Khan also demanded the immediate release of all hostages held by Palestinian factions and appealed to Hamas to refrain from endangering civilians. Future generations will not remember our words, but our actions today, he declared. He cautioned that claims of "we did everything we could" would mean little to those who survived this tragedy. Khan concluded his address with a solemn call: humanity must triumph over indifference. This is not just a crisis in Gaza, but a test of our collective conscience. If we fail to act decisively, history will hold us all accountable.